Hey guys and gals, this is Bloggy of the Broken Legion Gamers, and this video is going to be the inaugural episode of Coffee Time with Bloggy. And now, first, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, it's time for the COPPA disclaimer. This video is not intended or aimed at children, and it never has been. This video and none of the videos prior to it are not aimed or intended at children. If you are 12 years of age or under, please click out of this video and go and watch this video with your parents on your parents' YouTube account. With that being said, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. In this video, we're going to discuss earlier this week, on Tuesday, there was the rumored leaked future wave for Star Wars Legion. So, it's a rumor. Take it with the appropriate amount of salt. I'm taking it with a dump truck worth of salt, but it's still interesting to speculate. Now, the sources I saw this information from was the YouTubers Crabok, Tabletop Oddity, and a third one put a video out but redacted it and pulled it down, so I forget who did that video. These leaks came out on January 21st, 2020 in the French Fantasy Flight Games forums and the French Discord for Star Wars Legion. Now, at first we're going to go through and I'm going to tell you what the leaks are. The reason why I think these could hold some weight is because these have product codes, but it's very easy to look at the product code of the last release and then counting up how many more releases we have to get the product codes for that, and then just start with product codes from there. But this could hold some weight. But first we're going to go through, I'm going to tell you what the releases are. I'll give you brief descriptions of what they are just in case you need your memory jogged. And then after that, I'll go through expansion by expansion and give you my feelings on them. With that being said, let's get to the releases. Coffee time. Now for the Rebels. For the Rebels, we are going to get Clan Wren, Wren being spelled W-R-E-N, so as in Sabine Wren, not Kylo Ren. That would be weird if it was Rebels and it was Kylo Ren, but again, these are since it's Clan Ren, it's going to be Mandalorians, possible jump troops, which I think would be really interesting for the Rebels, but we'll get to that later. For that, and their product code is going to be FFSWL 68. Okay, now on to the solitary release for the Empire. And this is another reason why I think this is real, is because you're only getting one release for the Rebels, one release for the Empire, but both the Separatists and Republic are going to have 3 releases each to kind of fill up their factions. So this is a logical step for Fantasy Flight Games. So that there's a lot of things that point to this being possibly true. But for the Rebels, you're going to get Inferno Squad, product code FFSWL 69, and they were in either the campaign for Battlefront 2 on the PS4, the PS4 version, not the real one from PS2, the crappy one that EA made. I heard it got better with downloadable content, but I'm still more of a fan of the PlayStation version, the true LucasArts version. That's neither here nor there, but I haven't played a Star Wars video game since I tried Battlefront 1. A friend of mine had it, but I wasn't a fan. I haven't really extensively played a Star Wars video game since Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3 was the last time I heavily played video games. I had a PS4 for a little bit, but didn't really get as much use as my PS3 did. but I don't know who these guys are. From the reactions I'm hearing of people, it's going to be a good addition to the... We'll talk about that later. Now it's the Separatist. Now, the first one for the Separatist is Cad Bane, product code FFSWL 67. He's the bounty hunter that stole the Jedi holocron from the Jedi Temple in the the Clone Wars animated series. He did a lot in the Clone Wars animated series, but that's really his claim to fame. He stole a holocron from the Jedi Temple. Not an easy task. So as you can tell, he's a very strong character. Now, they're also going to be getting the BX series Droid Commandos, product code FFSWL 72. Once again, they're also from the Clone Wars animated series. They were the more humanoid-looking battle droids that were really hard to take, much harder to take down than either the B1 or B2 battle droids. So that's another interesting addition. And then their last release for this wave is going to be the Stap Riders, product code FFSWL 73. They're droid speeder bikes. Think floating segways with blasters attached to them. They were piloted by B1 battle droid pilots. They were in a ton of episodes in the animated series, and in the movies, I specifically remember them on Felucia in that flash scene in Felucia. I think it was during Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith, episode 3. Okay, now on to the Republic. The Republic is going to be getting Padme Amidala. Her product code is FFSWL 66. Order 66. Wow. Ooh. I really don't think I need to explain who she is, but for anybody that needs an explanation, she was the Queen of Naboo in Star Wars Episode 1. When we got back to her in Star Wars Episode 2, she was the senator for Naboo. She is the woman that Anakin falls in love with, and she was also the mother of both Luke and Leia. If after 15 years, that's spoilers for the prequel trilogy, I'm sorry, but after 15 years, I don't think I need to do spoiler alert on this one. Their unit release is going to be the ARC Troopers. Their product code is FFSWL 70. I really don't think I need to go into this, but I will. My fondest memory of the ARC Troopers was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PS2, the real one. The ARC Trooper, if I remember correctly, was a clone trooper with a big rocket launcher. That's about the ARC Troopers. They're one of the elites, the elite units of the Grand Army of the Republic, and they're mentioned a lot in the animated series. Everybody in the animated series, all the clones strided to be an ARC Trooper. That's what I remember of them. And then the last addition in the wave for the Republics is the Republic ATRT FFS WL 71. Now, if you're watching this video and you play Star Wars Legion, you know the ATRTs. The Rebels had one in the core set. I don't think I need to describe what it is. It's gonna be It's probably going to be a little bit of redesign because they're newer, probably going to have more armor plating and different weapons. And judging by the wave that's coming in, it's going to be hard plastic. Sorry, I'm a fan of the soft PVC plastic. I think we're going to get into that in another video. But this is going to be, they have the design for this. It's just going to probably be the ATRT from the core set with a clone trooper rider. Going to be interesting, but that's the best way I can describe it. The ATRTs they were in Star Wars Episode 3 on Fallujah too, I believe, oddly enough. But they were also heavily featured in the animated series. They were the Scout Walkers. They were in the ATTE Tank Walkers. A compartment popped down and 2 of them were in there, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I really remember that. And I think the Republic gunships could transport 2 of them. They were a very good tool for the Republic, for the Grand Army of the Republic during the Clone Wars. So I'm not surprised by this. But now let's go through, and I'm going to give you my feelings and how I think a lot of these units are going to be used in game. We're going to start with the Rebels. Clan Ren. I think exactly that. They're going to be jump shock troopers. These are going to be special forces. I think all the unit releases in this wave are going to be special forces. I think the Inferno Squad is going to be special forces. I think the Droid Commandos is going to be special forces. And I think ARC Troopers is going to be special forces. I think this wave is going to fill out the unused slots in the Separatist and Republic armies. Because remember, we're getting heavies with the AAT droid tank and the Saber class tank for the Republic. So all that we have left, once those 2 get released, all that we have left is really special forces, and for the most part, really the operatives, even though R2-D2 can cross play with the Rebels and the Republic, but I don't see that many people having R2-D2. I might get him just to have him because it's R2, and he comes with C-3PO as a companion. Okay, but it's R2. He's one of the greatest characters, but it's a shame that you have to pay for the crashed escape pod to get them. I think they should have been their own expansion pack. Well, we're going off track, but I think R2-D2 and C-3PO should have been their own expansion. And with how small R2 is, you could have put them out there as throw a couple dollar tax on it because it's 2 minis, and it could have been a $15 or $17 operative expansion pack, but no, they included it in a terrain feature. Misstep, real big misstep. FOT, sorry, just my opinion. I hope you release them in a separate pack later on down the road, because that would be a smart move. I would buy one. I'm not going to buy the crashed escape pod just for R2 and C-3PO. There. I'm done with that. We're going to move on. Okay, now the Inferno Squad. I don't know anything about them. I haven't played the video game they're in, so I really can't give you... Oh, I didn't even finish Clan Ren. I think Clan Ren is going to be a great addition to the Rebels, and I think it's... Further, everybody keeps talking about sub-factions. Why are we going to get sub-factions? They started it with Wookiees. You have Chewie, you have the Wookiee Warriors. This is another step towards sub-factions in the game. Sub-factions are not going to get their own private arm, own separate factions in this game. At most, we're going to have 6 factions in this game. Maybe 7. Maybe mercenary / rogue, rogues and villains, or whatever the heck they called that. call that an X-Wing, but the most I can see us having is Separatist, Republic, Rebels, Imperials, Resistance, basically Rebels 2.0, and First Order or Final Order if you've seen the new film. The Final Order might be a separate faction. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. But First Order. Maybe rogues and villains or a mercenary. I really think mercenaries would be good for this game, but like perfect example of a mercenary. You could have Darth Maul, because of where he showed up in the animated series and how he's worked for multiple factions, mercenaries, right there. Even if you restrict their usage, we'll talk about that. There's an idea for another video, but the Clan Ren is definitely step 2 in sub factions. Eventually for the Republic, I think we'll see Gungans. I think we'll see down the road a Jar Jar Binks. We'll see a Jar Jar Binks operative, but I think this is step 2 in the sub factions. Now on to the Empire Inferno Squad. As I said, I don't have any attachment to them. I don't know who they are. I can't tell you how I feel about them. I've seen the reaction to the rumors of them, so I think Empire players are going to love them. Moving on to the Separatists, Cad Bane. Now, I think Cad Bane and Padme are both going to be operatives. There, I said it. Padme could have been a commander. No. They're going to be the operatives for the Clone War, the first operatives for the Clone Wars armies. Cad Bane definitely deserves a spot in this game. Not this soon. For operatives, Jango Fett. There would have been our perfect prime first operative for the Separatists. His son was the first operative for the Empire. We could have had Jango Fett. Maybe they're not going to bring him out because Jango Fett died on Geonosis before the outbreak of the war. Or early on in the first battle of the war. I don't see that happening. Jango Fett would be leaving money on the table for Fantasy Flight games or Asmodee or whatever you want to refer to them as now. But I would rather see Jango Fett. But since Cad Bane is what we're getting, he's going to be awesome. He's a bounty hunter. He's going to probably have a lot of sneaky shenanigans that he's going to be able to pull, and it's going to be great. It is going to be great, and I'm going to enjoy it. I really am. And I think he's going to be a good addition to the Separatist. Unfortunately, you're going to have to take him with a commander. Separatists really do need a cheap commander. They don't need an operative this soon. They need a cheap commander. Okay. General Grievous, 175 points. He's General Grievous. Okay. But 175 points. Count Dooku, 150 points. They need a cheaper commander, something more along the lines of Rex. I understand they have the cheapest core in the game. But they also need a cheap commander to go with it, especially now that they released the skirmish mode. Because my gaming group, starting February 12th, we're doing a Star Wars Legion League. We are starting out at 300 points. Separatists, you can't. You just can't with the Separatists, with the commanders they have. The Republic, it's going to be tight, even with Clone Captain Rex. My first 300 point list is going to be looking Clone Captain Rex, 2 units of Phase 1 Clone Troopers, and a Bark Speeder bike. The Bark Speeder bike is probably going to be naked. Probably not going to have a sidecar. This way I can have 25-ish points for upgrades for the clones and Rex. That's what the Separatists needed, not an operative. Because if you could take an operative as the commander for for your army, that would have been great. Cad Bane, he could have been a 90-point operative, and he could have filled the same role that freaking, what's his face filled. He could have filled the same role that Rex filled. But I may be wrong. He might not be an operative. Maybe he'll be a commander. I don't see it. But yeah. Now to the B. But he deserves a spot in the spot. Just not this soon. That's my opinion. But I think he's going to be great. I would have rather seen Maul before him. I would have rather seen Jango Fett before him. I would have rather seen Asajj Ventress before him as the first operative. Who doesn't want to see Asajj Ventress? Any Separatist player would be drooling over an Asajj Ventress edition. They'd love it. I'd love it. And I'm going to be playing Republic with the Separatists eventually being my secondary army. But yeah, I'm still going to eventually buy Dooku. I'm still going to eventually buy Cad Bane because the Separatists are going to be my secondary army. Republic's going to be my primary army because I just like the clones. But let's move on. We've already spent too much time on Cad Bane. Now, the BX series droid commandos, they're going to be the first special forces for the Separatists, and good choice. Really good choice for that. Although, I'm looking at between the movies and between the animated series, I'm starting to wonder where they're going to go from here for infantry-style units. They're starting to run thin. They're really starting to run thin. Maybe B1 battle droid specialists, like sniper squads or something. I don't know. But these guys are, the BX series droid commandos are going to be great. I know in the comment section, people are probably going to be like, well, Bloggy, they have this. Well, Bloggy, they could bring that out. But the droid army, the way they're looking that they're going to be playing in game, they've got the cheapest infantry corps in the game. I think where they're going to really shine later on down the road is with their heavies and their supports, not their core special forces. I think you're going to put 3 B1 eventually down the road. You can have Grievous, maybe an operative, maybe Cad Bane, or Dooku and Cad Bane, or to run Dooku and Grievous on the same list, that's chewing up way too many points. You're going to have a commander and an operative, 3 flushed out B1 battle droid units, and then your heavies and supports of choice. That's where the Separatists are gonna shine, and the BX series droid commandos are a good choice for the first special forces. They're going to be hard to take down. They're probably going to have a lot of tactical options, and it's going to be, because remember, these guys are the smarter of the droids. You're also going to have the droidecas. You're going to have... it's going to be interesting. It's going to be... When these guys drop, you're going to see some interesting builds on the Separatist side. Now on to the stat riders. The droids need it. The droids need it. With the droidecas being on normal, not in wheel mode, speed 1, and everyone else being speed 2, they needed some speed. The stat riders are gonna be great. And I know they're gonna be getting the tanks, but is that really gonna move that much? Is it gonna be able to move that much with terrain? We don't know. But the stat riders is gonna give them a fast unit to get into the thick of things really fast, and it's going to be a nice answer to the Bark Speeder. It really is. So I'm liking the stat riders. I think that's going to come in a unit of 3 bikes, probably 3 wounds apiece, maybe 2. But you're not going to see it you're not going to see a single solitary bike. That's for sure. You're not going to see 4. I'm guessing 2, probably more than likely 3. And I think that's going to be an amazing addition to any droid army, the stat riders. I can see people buying 2 boxes of these 2 boxes of these, and then sit in there. These are going to be support. They're not going to be special. That's what they're going to be. They're going to be support. So you're going to be running these alongside of Droidecas. Maybe. And then people are going to, by the time this wave comes out, there's going to be a lot of choices. You're going to see a lot of different lists for the Separatists and the Republic, because they're going to have a lot more choices. Are the Separatists going to run one Stap and 1 Stap Riders, 1 unit of Stap Riders and 2 units of Droidecas? Are they going to run 2 Stap Riders, 1 unit of Droidecas? Are they going to run 1 and 1? It's going to be interesting. You're going to see a lot of B1s being played. I don't think the B2s are going to get that much love. I really don't. I think Separatist players that picked up 2 so they can have options are going to be down to playing 1, maybe no B2 battle droids once this wave comes out, because there's going to be such an eclectic choice for them that they can sit there and go, all right, this is what I got. This is what I can do. But the Stap Riders are going to be an amazing addition. Now, down to Padme Amidala. She could be a commander. She's going to be an operative. She's going to be an operative. A lot of people were saying she could be the non-combative commander, like Leia for the Rebels. No, she's going to be the Republic's first Republic only, because they can bring R2. First Republic only operative. I think she's going to give a lot of, like Cad, she's going to have a lot of sneaky tricks she can pull out of her sleeves. Her command cards are going to have her, I could see her command card, one of her command cards, letting her redeploy because she's so sneaky. Letting her come off the table and then be put back on the table within, outside of range 1 of the enemy. I could see that being probably her 3-pip card, and if Fantasy Flight is listening, you can use that idea, because that would be amazing for Padme. I think she's going to be very sneaky. I think she's going to synergize well with a lot of things. I think she's going to be a good addition to the game. She should have been later. Just like Cad, she should have been later, because we have so much we could have brought in as an operative. We still have freaking. We could have brought in Padawan Anakin, which would have been great. Because I don't think Padawan Anakin should be a commander. I think he should be an operative, because he always ran alongside. Eventually, we will get a Jedi Anakin. I'm hoping eventually we get a Jedi. Eventually, I'm hoping we get a dark side Anakin. Darth Vader before he went in the armor to run with the Separatist. There's so much they can do with Anakin. That being said, there's a lot of characters I would have wanted to see before I saw Padme. But I understand. They needed a first operative. Maybe they're going to surprise me and Padawan Anakin, or maybe Anakin in this game is going to skip Padawan and go straight to Jedi. But also, another person that could have been an operative that would have been more fitting as the first operative, Ahsoka Tano. There, I put it out there. I said it. I like Ahsoka more than I like Padme, and I think she would have been better in this game. That's a fact. That's just how I feel, and I think Padme definitely deserving of a spot in this game. Too early, too soon for the Republic. But there's also the 2 operatives. They were very interesting choices, and they were very interesting choices. Choices I would not have made if I was them. But somebody else said you don't want to put out your most powerful units very early in the game. And the Republic and the Separatists, just like the Rebels and the Empire, don't have a shortage of options for commanders or operatives. So the Republic has a ton of choices for commanders. You have every possible Jedi, we better see a Yoda. I can understand why we didn't get a Yoda for Rebels. I'm also wondering why we didn't get an Obi-Wan for Rebels, but they gave us Obi-Wan for the Republic right away, so they kind of made amends for that. We better see a Yoda. Better see a Mace Windu, Plo Koon, Kit Fisto. The options. Give me a Kit Fisto. You better. He's my favorite Jedi. Forget Obi-Wan. Forget Anakin. Give me Kit Fisto. The guy's a boss. That's all I'm going to say. But Padme is going to be interesting to see on tabletop. She's gonna leave your opponents scratching their heads, going, "What just happened? What did she just do?" It's going to be interesting. I also would have wanted to see Anakin before Padme. This way, a Jedi Anakin before Padme. This way, you could have had husband and wife fighting on the battlefield, secretly being husband and wife. Yeah. But it is what it is. Padme and Cat are gonna drive people crazy. They are. It's just, I can't wait to see what they put out to synergize with Cad Bane later and to synergize with Padme later. And we're gonna, in one of these coffee times with Bloggy, we're definitely gonna do a video on mercenaries for Star Wars Legion. It's gonna happen because I keep thinking of potential mercenaries. That's gonna be fun. But now onto the ARC Troopers. The squads every clone aspired to be in. I don't know what to say. I'm excited that they're coming out this early. And they're going to be an interesting option. I can't wait to see their tactical options that they're going to have. But that's really all I have to say. Now on to, this is when Clone Wars originally dropped. I was procrastinating and I wanted to do my wish list for the Republican Separatists. What I want to see for the Republican Separatists. Pretty high on my list was the Republic ATRT. I'm sorry, the ATRT was my favorite model in the original core set, in the Civil War, the original trilogy era core set. And now that we're going to be getting a Republic ATRT expansion, awesome. Now I don't have to start a Rebels army just to have an ATRT. Awesome. I can't wait. I think it's going to be a more powerful version of the Rebels ATRT, because remember, at this point the ATRTs are new. They're not like the Rebel Y-Wings that have been dismantled and pieced together and jerry-rigged just to keep them. These are going to be right off the assembly line. These are going to be stronger, more powerful. Maybe they might have a couple more hit points. Maybe they'll be a little faster, which I doubt, because these things, if I remember correctly, are already speed 2. If you make them speed 3, they'll be broken. It's going to be interesting to see if they have the same weapons loadout. They're definitely going to give the Bark Speeders a run for their money as the clones support option. That is my opinion. They may replace the Bark Speeder, which I doubt, because the Bark Speeder, it's going to serve its purpose. It will always serve its purpose, and the purpose I'm going to use it for might be different from yours, but we'll talk about that in another video. But the Republic ATRT is going to, as a support, it's going to serve a purpose too. Like, they're not cores. Cores to me are jack of all trades, master of none. When you get stuff like Special Forces support heavy, they are specialized units or special that you're going to put on the battlefield to serve one purpose and one purpose only. Maybe have a secondary purpose, but it's not going to be a well-rounded unit like a core. Maybe a Special Forces will be a more well-rounded unit, but the supports and heavies are there for one reason, maybe two reasons. and that's about it. Republic ATRT, I can't wait. I'll definitely buy 2 of these. Depending on, I'm hoping that Fantasy Flight with this newer version, the one thing I didn't like about the Rebel ATRT was the fact that there was no hole to slot the weapon, the hardpoint weapon into. So you either glued one weapon on there and you just said, no, that's not that. That's what that's the weapon I'm using it as. That's just the weapon I put on there because I liked the way it looked. Or you magnetized it. I don't like magnetizing things. I really don't. It's a pain in the butt, and it's an added cost that I really don't want to throw into this hobby. I'm hoping that Fantasy Flight gives us an actual tightly slotted hole for the weapon. I don't know if this is going to be in the hard plastic or the soft plastic or the PVC soft plastic. So, but I'm hoping that it has a slotted hole for the weapon that is fits snug enough, like in the AT-AT, or like, perfect example. Now you can't with this the bark speeder. If you don't glue down the torso, now you're not going to be able to use all 3 options, but you're going to have your options. You take this torso off, and then, bam, you put on your rocket launcher torso. I like this. I like what they did with the AT-AT. I mean, ATST. AT-AT, what am I thinking? They didn't release one for Battlefront and for Legion, and I don't think we'll ever see one. That's just my personal opinion. But you never know. I also thought that about the Super Star Destroyer for Armada, and look at what we wound up getting. A 1-year delay, but we eventually got it. But with the Republic AT-AT, I'm really hoping that it's going to be easy to swap out the hardpoint weapons on the Republic version. That's the only thing I have to say about that. But Republic ATRT, yes, please. Give it to me like yesterday. I want it. I want it yesterday, and I want it to be a major part of my Republic army. I will buy two boxes of that. Maybe one of the ARC Troopers. Maybe I'll buy Padme. Not sure. I'll have to see the leaks and see what she's able to do and what she's going to come with, and then I'll make that educated decision when it happens. I might not buy her right away. Maybe later on down the road, just have an extra strategic option. But this video has went on for way too long just for coffee time with Bloggy. I'm liking this idea. This may be a continued series. The next episodes are probably going to be shorter. This one just went on because of what I had to cover and because it's my inaugural episode. That's why this one went so long. So go get anytime you see a coffee time with Bloggy, have your coffee ready because it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a long episode. Definitely. Probably 20 to 30 minutes each. Okay. That's it for this video, guys. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. Comment down below if you definitely would like this to be an ongoing series. Or we're also going to do a Q&A session in Coffee Time with Bloggies going forward. If you have any questions for me at all about any of the videos I put out, about how I feel about something, put questions in the comment section below. I will jot down a note of those questions, and I will answer them in the next episode of Coffee Time with Bloggy. Like, comment. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified anytime I put up any future videos, whether it's Coffee Time with Bloggy, whether it's a hobby hack, whether it's painting advice, whether it's anything. This way you're notified and you're in the know. Hit that bell icon. And if you like what you see here and you want to be part of part of a Facebook community, go join my Facebook group. It's Broken Legion of Gamers tabletop gaming community on the Book of Faces on Facebook. Go join that, Alex, and we can start having discussions on the Facebook off of these videos, and we can just communicate, and I can start announcing when videos are going to come out on the Facebook group. Just go and join the Facebook group. But as always, guys, support local wargaming. If you don't support your local wargaming, there may not be local wargaming for you. Here at the channel, we support Toy Wiz of Nanuet, New York, on Route 59, right across from the Dunkin' Donuts. You guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend.